Give it up for Sarah Pascoe.
Hello. There was some interesting reading in the free papers today. I don't know if you saw, you probably did. There's a royal source has leaked that Prince Harry has been moping around a bit since he split up with Chelsea. And I read it on the way here thinking, I'm not surprised, I'd be depressed as well if it turned out I was too racist for a South African. That's going to be devastating. And they're still going through this whole Jade Goody situation, right? It's still there every day. And what annoyed me about it at the time was the fact that everyone else whose own stock is down at the moment, because she's this throbbing beacon of PR, everyone else who isn't as popular was trying to get close to her. So Gordon Brown kept making those statements, and Jordan tried to get invited to her funeral. And apparently Michael Jackson spent the last weekend of her life trying to get into her hospital room so that he could wish her well. And so did you see the funeral on Saturday? Like, it was amazing. The front row, right, was Robert Mugabe sitting across from Michael Barrymore, Maxine Carr, Shannon Matthews, Gary Glitter, and then the whole of the Arsenal football team. It was good. The other thing that's always in the news at the moment is the credit crunch. And I know you were talking about it earlier to... There you are, Richard. But all I had to look for was Mr. Nerd. It was helpful. But I'm quite pleased about the credit crunch because it proves my long-held conspiracy theory that nobody is actually good at maths. They're just pretending to make me feel stupid. And now I'm hoping that other of my conspiracy theories will come true, like that right and left sometimes switch round to confuse us, and that all foreign languages are fictional, that there's little people who live inside the TV and act out all of the programmes. And also, I know the true identity of Jack the Ripper. It's Richard Gere. Right? He takes them shopping and then he kills them, which is why there wasn't a Pretty Woman too. I was talking about Michael Jackson, right? I got tickets to see Michael Jackson at the O2, and I rang my mum to see if she wanted to come. I've got a spare ticket. And she said, no way, I don't want to come. That man is a professional paedophile. And I thought, so that's how he made all his money. Didn't he? But it makes you think straight away, the mind leaps to like the poor amateur paedophiles who are getting it all wrong. Their post-coital conversations a bit like, so how's school? Oh, sorry, sixth form college. Oh, crap. The other people I'm going to see in concert is Take That, and I'm excited, right? When they split up, and I was a teenager, I was devastated and I wanted to kill myself. And then 9 years later, they got back together, and I was like, gutted girls who committed suicide. Who's the real winner? It is me. And then I had a realisation that Take That are a bit like Jesus, because they came back from the dead. But then I thought, that is not quite right, because I thought Take That are a bit like Jesus, but without the hand injuries. But then that is not quite right either, because they came back without Robbie, and he is the funny one, right? So Take That are a bit like Jesus, but without the hand injuries, if when Jesus came back, he was a fifth smaller and didn't know any jokes. Yeah? Now, Albert Einstein reckons that a perfect metaphor is a sign of genius. So guess who doesn't need to do the Mensa test? Hey, Jesus, tell us a joke. Go on, a dirty one. The wise man builds on rock, the fool on sand. That's rubbish. You lost it. You suck. Can I have a plaster? And that's my short play about Easter. Last week was April Fool's Day. I did some brilliant pranks. I'm sure you did too. I had a great time. Prank number one, I ran for a bus that I didn't need. I signalled for it, and when the driver pulled over, I shouted, "You gullible idiot!" in his face. Prank number two, I rang up popular scientist Richard Dawkins and told him that I disproved evolution, that I'd found a King Charles Spaniel corpse from the Jurassic period. And then when he asked to see it, I said April Fools in Russian. I love fucking with Dawkins. And then number 3, I went into the supermarket, I went into Waitrose and I swapped over the eggs. I put all the battery eggs into the free range cartons and all the free range eggs into the battery cartons. Because people don't just get the wrong eggs, they get the wrong karma. He really gets to it. While I was there, why has this happened then? Why have they started putting real on food? Real potato chips, real dairy ice cream, real lemonade. I've never ever got home from Waitrose and been like, oh, I bought fictional bread again. Oh, these sandwiches are illusory. Oh, someone's made up these lemons. And then I realised for why. It's for the anorexics. Because they're walking through and they're like, there's the real cereal. Where's mine? Oh, here it is on this skyhook. My ethereal cereal. I have it here with my ghost milk in my invisible bowl. If I keep eating all this fairy food, I'll be invisible soon. Don't feel sorry for them, food is delicious. I have to go. I've got to tell you about my invention, right? This is one mainly for the ladies. I've invented something, it is this. If you put your knickers on inside out and wear them, then there's a handy minge pocket that you can use at the front. It's like just big enough for like a Werther's original or pound. I invented it. I'm Sarah Pascoe, see you later.